Hey everyone, it's Otto, and welcome back to the Story World Survival series. We have been getting up to some good stuff here, especially building out this farmlands. If you didn't watch the last episode, definitely go back and watch it to sort of see the progression in this area. I'll quickly do a little fly through. We built these windmills and we laid out all the crop fields. So we have, I believe it's beets, potatoes, and carrots, as well as melons and pumpkins. So we've got some good stuff going here. It looks super good. I could not be happier with the way it looks. So I'm definitely happy the way this is coming along. One thing that happened last episode, though, or that I kind of came upon, is that I have no place for sugarcane and bamboo that looks good, especially bamboo, because I don't know where to plant bamboo that it looks good, because I personally don't really like how high bamboo grows. It sort of looks a little messy. So I'm thinking I sort of had this idea that in this area here, we could build one of those automated bamboo farms. I think that could look super cool, and I think we can have a lot of fun with that, as well as sugarcane, a bamboo and a sugarcane farm. So that's definitely, I think, the agenda item for today. And so we're just gonna fire away on building that. But first, let me make sure. I should have checked this before I started recording. First, let me make sure that I have enough resources for that. And actually, I've got that chest back there that's got a bunch of stuff in it. So, all right, let's see. Where are we at with oak wood? Ooh, and barely any spruce. And, okay, I hate having to have you guys follow me all around my base, but I need to make sure that I've got some resources for this. Might be nice to be able to actually build this. So yeah, let's get over here. I never cleaned up this little workstation. I just kind of jumped right back into the episode. Holy moly. Okay. Oh boy. This is quite the mess. Look at this. Okay. We got some andesite. We got smooth stone for some reason. Oh, because I was doing the paths. We got cobble. Don't see any mossy cobble. And I'm not seeing a lot of spruce or oak. So why don't I'm going to leave this chest here, but I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to take everything out that I don't think I'm going to use for this build. So some of the extra dirt, some of that, lots of sticks, ladders. I'll keep that, take that, take these things. I definitely lost a bunch of scaffolding in the last episode too, which is sort of depressing because I need scaffolding. Okay. But I appear to have lost not a ton, but I think about 10 pieces, I think. And that's a little concerning because I don't have a reliable source of string. I was thinking another good project that we could get up to is just building one of those classic mob farms, the ones that just sort of drop the mobs down a chute and you can collect their loot. I don't feel the need to use it for XP because I've already got the zombie farm and that's a good XP source, but I definitely need to start kind of gathering up some mob loot. Actually, let's put these in my food bin. So yeah, that's another good project to get up to, and we might even be able to start building that out today. I just don't know where to put it because those things are super ugly. They're just these big blocks that just take up a ton of room, and I'm not super thrilled about the idea of having that just sitting in the middle of my valley and sort of making things a little unsightly. So Alright, I think dark oak was up here. Alright, so I got everything all cleaned up. I took out everything that I don't think I'm going to use for the build and left it in that chest there and tried to organize it so it looks pretty good. So now I think it's time to quickly gather some wood so that way I'm all set and I don't have to worry about, oh, I should grab some dirt. So that way I'm all set and I don't have to worry about stopping partway through the build. I think I've got plenty of stone. I'm pretty sure I've got plenty of, I think I have plenty of deep slate. Yeah, I got some deep slate. I still have a decent amount of mossy cobble, although I did burn through a lot of that. Plenty of cobble. And so yeah, I think it's okay. I think all I gotta do is gather up some wood. And then I have to I have to craft the components to make the farm, which means a couple pistons, some hoppers, some observers, which I don't even know what goes into an observer. I don't think ever in the entire time I've played Minecraft have I built or have I crafted an observer. I'm not really, I mean, I have tried my hand at redstone before and had varying levels of success. I'm not going to say at all. I'm definitely not any kind of redstone expert, but what's in the way here? I'm definitely not any kind of redstone expert. You know, I can do it if I'm following a tutorial, which I think that's the way most people do it, but I certainly can't experiment and come up with new redstone techniques and like builds for it. I've tried before. I remember one time in a past world, it was a creative world that was like attached to a survival server that me and my friends were on. I built like a huge redstone kingdom with all these different contraptions and all these different like machines, and it was super cool, but it was definitely a labor of love because I had no idea what I was doing, and everything was kind of ad hoc and just sort of as I could build it. So I remember I spent so long toying with the redstone to try to build a retractable bridge. That was kind of one of the main features of it, was this bridge that drew in and out when you press the button, and it took so long to figure out. Like, I wasn't following a tutorial for that. I was just trying to kind of figure it out as I was going, and it was tricky for sure. So yeah, not a redstone expert at all. But I hope everyone's been having a good week. It's been, the last couple weeks have been a little hectic for me. I at work, it's been, you know, we had this wonderful little slow period where there really wasn't much going on, and I was able to get caught up on a bunch of things and get a whole bunch of stuff that I was trying to cleaned up. And then the owners of my business went to this trade show, and they ordered, I think it was about 50 different orders of all this kinds of stock for the store. You know, I work at like a home goods and lifestyle store, and these orders just started pouring in, and I was trying to keep up with them, but there's just so many orders, and and things are already showing up that I don't have orders written for, so I have to kind of in the moment like panic write the order, and I'm trying to keep up with it, but it's just a little bit much, you know, and it's such a stark contrast to the last couple weeks that we had, where it was just nice and slow, and I could just kind of do the work that I know I needed to do and get things done. So it's been a little bit hectic at work. I will say my absolute favorite part of the week is getting to record these videos and play in this world. It's so much fun. I have such a good time just kind of chilling and vibing and getting some work done in this world and building some new stuff. and it's just a good time, you know. I love playing Minecraft so much. It's like one of my favorite things in the world, and I'm sure I'm not alone in that respect, because I know a lot of people, especially the people who, you know, watch this channel, are big Minecrafters, and we love getting to play this game. So yeah, but I hope everyone's week has been good. I hope work has been, you know, productive, and maybe a little less crazy than my work or school, and maybe you're, you know, taking on a new class, or finishing up a final, or doing a capstone project or something, and I hope that's going well for you. Oh, there's a bee's nest attached to this one. That's kind of cool. I always forget that when you grow oak trees, sometimes you get a beehive attached to it. Oh, that's a big boy. Let's get up there. Okay, so we've got our wood, which I think that should be enough. I really hope it is. I really don't plan on this being a big build, so I think that should be plenty. Let's what goes into an observer? Let's see. Observer. Oh, okay, quartz and redstone. That's it. Definitely have quartz. Yeah, I got plenty of quartz, and I'm pretty sure I have plenty of redstone too. I don't have a lot of red. I mean, I've got plenty, but, and then some of these. And I think I want to do, how many can I get? 9. I was hoping for 10, so let's just grab a little bit more stone. There we go. And then we need some pistons, which I don't remember how to build either. Redstone, ooh, iron. That's a touchy subject. I don't think I have a ton of that. Let's see how many of these we can make. Oh, I need wood, I think. Just regular wood. So let's, unless I already have some. No, I do not. Yeah, here, wait. Well, let's grab this and convert that to wood. Okay, that should be enough, I think. Okay, I definitely don't need 14, so let's just do another 10. Alright, so that's my pistons and observers all set. So now I need a bunch of hoppers, which, let's see how many chests we can make. Oh, we're not going to be able. 1. Great. That's fantastic. That's exactly what I needed. I've got 3 here. So we're going to want another 7. I'm bad at math, so I don't know how many that's going to get me. Oh, 6. Let's just break that down and make 1 more. And then how many hoppers can we make? Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh my god, exactly 10. Is that all the iron I'm gonna need though? That's all. Oh, that's basically all my iron. Hopefully I don't need more iron for this, because we're gonna have to go hunting for some iron if that's the case. But let's put that down, our precious last 2 pieces of iron. Oh, we have 3 pieces. Okay, so we've got our hoppers. Oh, I am gonna need, no, I'm not gonna need more. I am gonna need more chests though. I'm gonna need 2 more chests. Oh. That's not enough. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so 2 more chests. We can put down the nether stuff and no, we're gonna need the redstone. And then I think we just need, I've got some dirt on me, right? Oh, I thought I did. Wait, am I just not seeing it? I could have sworn I had some dirt. Did I put it down? That's weird. All right, so dirt. And actually, you know what? Just to make it kind of a little prettier, let's do the grass blocks. And some glass. And I think that's everything I need besides some building blocks, which, oops, I think I've got, I mean, we could do it. Let's just do it out of what we've been doing. Oops, it's nighttime. Let's just do it out of what we've been doing everything in the farmlands out of, which is the mossy cobble, the cobble, and the andesite, just to kind of keep it consistent. Let's just stack those. I think that's everything I need. So let's get over there and set up. Oh, no. I just realized the last thing I need is some buckets. One of them already has water in it. And let's put down the sticks and the flour. And the apple. And then let's just grab the other bucket of water. And then I think we have everything we need. Okay. So I think I want this build facing, well, not, yeah, I want the short side of it here and then the long side of it here. And I think it's going to end up being like 7 by 5. Let's build it out. Okay. That's as far as the tutorial goes, that's the way it should look, I think. I hope I did that right. I'm nervous. I like kind of want to wait here and watch it run just to make sure it actually works, because I don't want to build the other one and find out that, because, you know, it says, the video says 1.21 Java Bedrock, so it should be the right one. The only difference between this build and what I built here and the one in the tutorial is that for some reason they used mud blocks for the let me get back to my graph screen. For some reason they used mud blocks for the block that the sugarcane is growing on, so I don't know. I mean, do we just fire away and build the second one? I think I've got to expand this. I think I have to do a quick little bit of terraforming. And I don't think I left any dirt in here, did I? Oh, I left some. Okay, so I believe I've got the second one all built and set up, so we should be good to go. I guess one way I could test to at least see that the hoppers will work correctly is I could just drop a block. See, that's not going in. Does it have to be mud? I have no idea. This is confusing. Let me put my bed. Here we go. Yeah. These guys are growing pretty fast, so We'll see how that goes, because I imagine it's going to hit there pretty quickly. Okay, so this farm does not work. I looked it up. I don't know why I didn't check first, but this is not a functional farm because I don't know what is going on in that video I watched. I'm definitely not going to link that one because it doesn't work, but I guess if a block is on top of a hopper, it just won't like take the blocks or take the stuff that falls from above. So I really don't get why that person posted a video of it not working, or of a farm that doesn't work. But what I gathered is that if I do, we're gonna have to break all this glass, which is kind of sad, but let's get this broken. And I looked up another farm that is kind of a variation on this farm that I think will actually work, and I could have saved myself about 8 hoppers. Oops, I did not mean to dig that much. Okay, all right. So we've got the second one built. I mean, as I showed earlier, it's not completely lossless. It looks like some of it gets stuck on the shelf here because I only got 5 from that. But honestly, if this is just gonna run while I'm hanging out around the base and we only gather just a few every time, that's fine. I think it's going to be worth maybe making a more aesthetic sugarcane and bamboo area at some point. I'm going to take these out, actually. So that's definitely down the road, but let's grab a little more mossy cobble. And let's finish this side up because I need to build out. I don't know if this needs to be open or not. I filled it in on that side, so I guess we'll see if this runs the right way. I'm going to leave it open on this side, and we'll see which one runs better. Okay. Oh, that one worked. All right, yeah. This is totally manageable. It's not ideal. I wish it just collected it all. I guess some of it is just going to get lost, but honestly, again, if these are just going to run like AFK in the background while I'm not having to manage them, it's fine that some of them are getting lost. That doesn't bother me. So all right, so we've got our base, our farms built, and we've got our bases all set up. So now it's time to throw in some beams to kind of give it a little more structure. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How much did we get? We got 7 from that. So only 5 in there. So the sugarcane ones definitely runs slower, but it's great to have a proof of concept that you can build a sugarcane farm and a bamboo farm in the exact same way, and they'll both work. So, all right, let's keep working on this bad boy here. All right, it's looking good so far. Now we just need to get a roof on this, and I'm thinking, I don't know, there's a couple different roof styles we could do. I'm almost thinking of doing the roof here, like something along here, and then kind of hitting it in the middle with another roof line here. I think that could be kind of interesting. So why don't we kind of play with that? That's a cool roof line. I mean, it's very similar to the other barn kind of roof lines we've done around here, and I think that's sort of a nice running theme, is that we keep these sort of low sloped roofs. I think I did it a little different than the barn and the compost house because those guys just have 2 stairs, and I did 4 stairs on the edges. Let me confirm that really quick. Yeah, it's just 2 stairs and then it goes up. And I did 4 stairs, which I think kind of was necessary for the size of that build. So we're good there. And we're going to have to kind of figure out how... Let's do the other side. Let's get that all sorted. I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it's got an interesting shape to it, and I'm not like offended by it. I feel like the roof almost doesn't, I mean, it doesn't need to have a lot of height though. Let's forge ahead and let's see where we end up. That's better. I went out on a limb and I tried doing the corner piece here instead, and that's much better. So I'm gonna fix the other side and do it that way. Okay. I really like the way this looks. I think that's great. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So we've got our roof kind of, or not kind of, we've got our roof in place. So now we can fill it in. And I think it's going to be all slabs if I'm not wrong. Let me grab that and then let me check. Oh no, we're going to have at least one layer of stairs here. Yeah, so we're going to have a little bit of stairs and then mostly slabs. So, all right. We can get going on that bad boy. So I'm doing the roof and I have this like awkward bit where the roof lines kind of weirdly match up. And I kind of have an idea for something to do here. So I'm going to quickly finish up the other side. And then I think I'm going to try to implement the idea. So let me get the rest of this in place. All right, so we got the roof in place. But like I said, there's this awkward spot in the middle where some of the roof lines sort of weirdly meet up. And I have an idea. I think it's going to give this build a little bit more character. I'm going to put kind of a... I think it's called cupola, I think. It's not a pergola. It's like a little tower that sticks off the top of the roof. So I'm gonna throw one of those up there, and we'll see how that looks. Is that high enough? I think it needs to go a little higher. It also could be wider, actually. I might expand it a little bit. I might go to this block instead. I think that could make it look a little bit better, because right now it's just this tiny little thing stick. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think it needs to be a little wider. So let's undo that, and then we can throw up the right shaped one. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's so much better. Okay, cool. I think I'm just going to do a classic roof shape on this, but I'm going to do it on all 4 sides. I think that'll look good. And I'm going to leave it open, I think. I think that's going to be kind of an interesting look to it. Yeah, let's see what happens when I do that. All right, let's fire away on that. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. I love that. I love it. Okay, great. So now I'm trying to decide, do I put like a floor in there? I want to leave the walls open. I also took off the backward stair because I think it was doing a little too much. I don't know if I want to give this a very tall roof either. This has to be replaced too because that looks awkward. But yeah, I'm not sure roof-wise what I'm going to do on that. I really think I'm just going to do a classic roof shape because I don't want this to be super tall. I think that'll do it. So I'm gonna get that in place. Looking a little flat on the top. I know I just said I don't want a tall roof, but I think I can stand to maybe even just bring up this center bit, this cross here up by like 1 or 2, and I think that'll give the roof a little bit of shape to it. Yeah, that's better. I really don't want that to be too tall. I think just throwing on a wall and a fence on top of it, and I think that's good to go. Perfect. Perfect. Yep. That's exactly. I mean, it's got a little bit of height to it, but it's not gigantic. I think it's perfect. So cool stuff. Cool stuff. We've got that in place. So now we've got to figure out what we're doing with this center bit here. All right, how we looking? How we looking? Super fresh. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I think I just want to put like a floor in here, something so it's not just grass. Perfect. All right, so we've got a nice little floor in here. Let's get some. It's dark in here. Let's get some torches up. Okay. Actually, I might want to... Well, no, that's fine. Because one thing I was thinking we should probably do... Do we have any oak fences? Oh, we probably don't have enough. So I was thinking we should probably... no, I think we do have enough. Probably throw down some here. And then I know we have... I thought we had... I mean, is it going to be offensive if these are spruce gates? I kind of like it. It's kind of a vibe, you know? Yeah. Just so that way when we're in here and we're collecting sugarcane, nothing can come and get us. I think that's probably a good call. And now, I mean, it's detailing time, right? I think that's where we're at. I don't know how crazy. Well, let's take a look. Let's kind of fly around it. Love the roof line. I think that looks great. These walls are super flat though. Don't know how much I can do with this wall considering it's on the hill like that. But these walls could use something. This wall could definitely use something. So here, let's do some experimenting. I mean, it could be really simple. It could just be... Do I have any stairs left? I do, and some trapdoors. Like, what if we did something like... Nope. Something like this. Something like that. I don't know. If I'm gonna do that, I feel like I gotta bring the trapdoors all the way down. Oh, let's do this, that, this, and that. What if in the middle, is this gonna mess this up if I do that? No. Well, here, wait. Huh. That's kind of funky. I kind of like that. Not sure how much I like just this huge block of spruce there. I mean, it's not terrible. Let's do it on the other side and see how it looks. I think I like it. I think it's pretty cool, actually. And then for the sides, we're gonna need to grab you and let's just convert you into that, and then let's make some sticks, and then let's make some fences. Probably more than enough. And then do we have a few. Just some of these bad boys. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And you know what we can do? We can put some leaves here with maybe some signs around them to kind of dress them up, or even just some leaves, I think would look fine. So, cool. Let's go copy that on the other side. So, for this side, I mean, we could just do something like this, and then put down my slabs. Nope, I still got them. Something like that. I almost feel like it doesn't need these like that. I think those could be slabs and it would look just fine. And maybe what we could do is we could put an extra here and here. And then stair, stair, trapdoor, trapdoor. That's kind of funky. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know. Here, wait. What if we did that and that? Now it feels like a little bit much. Yeah, that feels like a little bit too much. So slab, and then I wonder if we even, I know I just had it like this, but that and that, and then we just, whoops, not what I wanted. And then we just pulled the trapdoors up one more. I mean, it's definitely something. It's kind of a little unconventional, but if we put some leaves here in the middle, I think it could look good. Now I'm just wondering, I mean, if I do this, yeah, no. It's a good attempt, but I don't think it does anything. Yeah, I think that's all that side needs, really. I don't want to overcomplicate that. And now the question is, how do we do this side? I mean, do we just terraform it so that way this kind of fits? There we go. Perfect. All right, cool. I think it was worth doing that. I think that made a big difference. It just felt so awkward before, and now now we've got it. Remember in the beginning when I said this wasn't going to be a big build? I mean, it's not a huge build, but it's definitely bigger than just a, you know, run-of-the-mill little guy, you know? So, awesome, awesome. I've heard it run a few more times while I've been building around it. Let's see. All right, 14, 60. Yeah, the bamboo side definitely runs better. Again, I think that's just because bamboo grows faster. So if I just let this run, oops, I forgot to get rid of these dirt bits. Could we bring the glass up to there? I think we could. Oh, we do not have enough glass though. But let's just see. Yeah, we could bring the glass up to there. So let me grab some more glass just to finish that off. All right. All right. I mean, it is good to go. It's lit up. It's all, you know, redstoned up. We've got it kind of protected so that way no mobs come and get us while we're in there. And it's decorated and everything. I think I just need some leaves to kind of touch it up and give it a little bit more a character and everything. And then I think it's done. Maybe put a path in quickly too. Alrighty, look at that. That looks fantastic. And it really just gives that last little bit. I mean, there's something to do here. I don't know what, and I've kind of blocked myself in. You know, honestly, if I could pick this up and move it over here, that probably would have been the move. But I thought this was going to be a smaller build, so I didn't anticipate it blocking off this area. What we could do is just kind of run the path through the middle of this and then put something else here. So that's sort of a down the road project. I've been focusing so much on the farmlands. I think it's time to start playing with something else. And one thing I was thinking, a couple different projects I was thinking, and again, I'm probably going to just decide right here and now what I'm going to do. So there's the regular mob farm, which is not a huge undertaking, but it'll end up being a big undertaking because it's going to be so ugly. I'm going to have to do a lot to make it look good. And, you know, I don't even know exactly where I would want to put that. Here, let me get inside because I'm nervous a creeper spawned during the night and I don't want it to explode me. So I was kind of thinking right here might be a good spot for a mob farm. It's just, again, they're just so freaking ugly. And maybe I'll quickly look up a tutorial to see if there's ones that aren't so big and bulky. And you know, we could possibly do one of those. The other thing that would be worth doing is a tree, like a logging house, especially because that'll allow us to expand a little bit further here. I'm not fully sold on this being the permanent area in which I grow my various trees, just because I want to have room to expand, you know, my builds and everything along here. So I'm, you know, one of the things I really got to think about is where do I want a tree farm to live? And I'm not 100% sure. I mean, we could peel back this forest a little bit and maybe tuck it back here. That could be that's an option for sure. But yeah, so let me think on that for a little bit and then we will start our next project. Okay, so I've had some time to think about it and I kind of am thinking of going in an entirely different direction than I just was. I know I kind of do that a lot where I'll explain a bunch of different ideas and then I'll completely rethink them. But there's a part of me that wants to develop the central part of this area, and I think it might be interesting. I need to get some villagers over here. That's sort of been something I've been talking about for a little while now, is getting a population of villagers over here, so that way I don't have to run over there every time I want to, trade a book or get some emeralds. So there's a part of me that wants to build something out kind of in this central area that would be sort of a villager trading hall type deal, or something kind of that of that sort of feeling. And I think I have an idea there. So kind of the inspiration that's going through my head is that, you see little villages, kind of like what I've been building up all the time in sort of medieval like imagery of, a bunch of buildings, and then they're usually surrounding some kind of fortification, like a fort or a castle or something like that. And I think what could be cool, kind of for the central area here, is some kind of fortification, some kind of fort with like a hall and a tower. And I think I could make that big enough to fit. I don't want a million villagers. I think that's going to be a little excessive. I don't even want to build a villager breeder. I just want to lock two villagers in a room with like a couple extra beds, and then be able to sort of filter them out as needed. So I think that's something that might be worth doing. Now, in order to do that, we're gonna have to do a little bit of terraforming, because I need to kind of level this area out. And so I think that means peeling this off, filling this in, possibly filling this in too, and getting a nice flat area, maybe even peeling this back a little bit. And then I'll have a nice flat area to build up like a fort slash, fortification thing. So I think I'm gonna fire away on that, honestly, because I think it could be a really interesting build. And, this area of the valley has just been empty and sort of sad for a long time. And I think it could be a really cool addition to the area. And it'll give me a safe place to have all my villagers sort of hanging out. So I'm going to fire away on that. I'm going to start by terraforming, which is going to be possibly the most interesting part. So, so I'll definitely, include you guys on that one. Not really. I'll definitely just replay it or something, which actually reminds me, let me turn on my replay recording, and we'll go from there. All right, we've got quite a bit of space here now. I have done a pretty significant amount of terraforming to clear this out. I'm just gonna get some of this grass out of the way. I'm not even 100% sure where I want this build to sit. I'm thinking somewhere around here, I think. Well, let's free cam this. So I don't want it to be too close to my other builds. I think, yeah, I think somewhere around here would be a good spot. I think that would be, not too close to everything, but also kind of centrally located enough that it'll have, a sort of a presence, like it's, a part of the valley kind of in the middle. So yeah, all right. I think I need to just start getting some materials together for this. This is probably going to be a slightly bigger build, so I don't know if I'm going to need to do some resource gathering. I might need to, So I'm gonna clear some of this stuff out, and then we're gonna get some supplies together. Surprise, surprise, I have absolutely no plan for what this is gonna look like. I kind of have an inspiration in my mind, but it's a much smaller build that I don't think will serve as, you know, it needs to be bigger than that. So but yeah, we're gonna get this going in just a moment. Okay, so I did some kind of organizing and gathering and getting, not gathering, but just sort of organizing of my inventory. And I was trying to think out what the block palette would be for this. So because it's going to be, I guess, like a garrison or a fort or some sort of like fortification, I did want to make it mostly out of stone and stone variants. So my idea is stone bricks and mossy cobble for sure. And then I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to do polished andesite or regular andesite. I'm leaning towards polished andesite because I think that kind of gives a slightly more put together sort of I feel. I don't know how to put it. Like it's not as run down because with the zombie spawner I wanted it to kind of be like haunted castle, like it hasn't been used for a long time, but for this I want it to be like active, you know, being used, still not in disrepair at all. So I'm thinking andesite isn't the way to go, but there is also the possibility of, let me grab it really quick, of putting in some, do I have any? Yes, just a little bit, so I'm gonna have to smelt up some more of this. um, Gosh. Let's get this guy down of smooth stone. And I think, yeah, just looking at that, I think that's the combination right there. We can kind of, I always try to do this and I kind of fail at it, and maybe I'll try it a little harder this time, but we can kind of start with the mossy cobble and the stone bricks, and then as we work our way up, we can go to the andesite and the smooth stone, so that way it looks like, you know, the parts that are closer to the ground have weathered and aged a little more, and the parts that are higher up are kind of still in more pristine condition. So I think that's the way I want to go about it. I think I have enough mossy cobble. I mean, it's going to be a bigger build, but I don't think it's going to be massive. So I think I have enough mossy cobble. The couple things that I don't think I have enough of are, I've been just throwing it all into here, are let's see. I think I probably have enough andesite too, although it would probably be worth grabbing a little bit more of that. I should smelt up the rest of this cobblestone so that way I've got a bunch of smooth stone. I definitely need more spruce, and I definitely need more oak. I have plenty of deep slate. We should be good on that. I think I have enough mossy cobble because I'm not going to use a ton of that. So yeah, so we're going to plug away at getting this all sorted. And yeah, we will sort of jump back in when I have all my building supplies back together. All right. So I did a whole bunch of tree chopping. I ended up not feeling like I needed too much stone stuff, although I may end up regretting that. But you know, I've got 3 stacks of stone bricks, 3 stacks ish of mossy cobble, like 3+ stacks of regular stone, and about 3 stacks of andesite. So I think I'm hoping that's enough. I don't know. We got plenty of cobbled deep slate too, and then wood-wise, we have a ton of oak now. That's probably way more than enough. A ton of spruce, also way more than enough. I definitely want to incorporate some dark oak accents, so I grabbed a little bit of that. I grabbed some of the bits and bobs from of spruce, you know, so that way I don't need to make those. You know, I definitely have been building up my door collection, that's for sure. So now we just got to start thinking about what this is going to look like, you know, and I know I want it to be multiple structures sort of all contained within a wall. So that's the first bit. So I know I don't have, let's just map it out with some deep slate because I've got it. So let's see. Let's get a look at this area again. So You know, this side, I decided not to replant a lot of these trees too, or any of these trees, because I'm thinking when I do move the tree farm, it's gonna move, I'm gonna send it over here, and this whole area over here is gonna become my tree farm, and maybe there'll be even like a small kind of village area associated with it. So that's where that's gonna live. So I'm not gonna replant these. I am gonna keep replanting these just for the sake of having spruce before until I move that over there. So that's gonna stay spruce, and my dark oak's gonna stay there. But I'm trying to keep in mind that this area is gonna be open, and there can be a path that snakes along here, and there can be builds along this hill. So that's fine, and I'm okay because of that, having this set a little bit more over to the right here. So thinking kind of in this area right here. And I do want it to be big, but I don't want it to be so big that it completely dwarfs everything else that's going on in the valley. And I'm not sure if I want to do it as a total square, you know? Like maybe even, I know this cursed piece of gravel is kind of, I don't know, not supposed to be here, but maybe that's where one of the corners is. I don't know. Let's see. Let's well, why don't we map out the structures first? So thinking, I mean, I don't know. We could do a hall. So maybe right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that big enough? Is that big enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. Do we go 9 by 11? That might be the better size. So 2 here. And 2 here. And then let's just round this out. Okay, let's see. I think that's a good size. If I go any bigger than that, it's gonna be a little bit jarring, you know, based off of the size of everything else in the valley. So I think that's a good size. And kind of my intention, I think, is this is going to be where some of the villagers live and where I breed them. So this doesn't need to be huge. And then the next bit would be like a cool tower. And that doesn't even necessarily, that might be purely aesthetic. So, and we can just pull that right off of this bad boy. So let's see. This is the middle block, I think. So 1, 2. I think it's gonna go there. There, right? Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or does it go in 1? If I want a 3 by 3 in the middle, I think it does need to go in 1 more. Yeah. Okay. So we'll bump those guys in, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not what I meant to do. Okay. Great. And that's just gonna have a tower. What that might end up serving as too is be the main way in and out, or up and down in this, because I'm thinking this is gonna be a 2 stories, and then this tower will go a little higher than that and have kind of like, not as fantasy style as this, but like a top on top that's a little bit bigger. So that's all set there. And then the next structure, I think I want to be like the actual trading hall where we keep the villagers that we want to trade with. So that one, I think I want to be a little bit bigger on. Thinking maybe here-ish. Yeah, I think that gives us enough room. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. I actually don't think it needs to be that big. I think it just needs to be 9. And I know these are going to end up being the same size build. I don't know. Do we go smaller with one of these? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I don't know. Maybe this one can be a little bit smaller. So let's do a 7 by 9 and see how that feels proportionally. So wait, that was 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. I gotta sleep. Okay. Yeah, that feels good. I like the size of that compared to that. So you know what? We're going to swap the functions of these. This is going to be where the villagers live to breed, and then this is going to be the trading hall. So that's all set. And then I think I just need one more structure here-ish that will kind of give it the like horseshoe like shape to kind of, and then there'll be like a wall that connects all the structures and comes up front, so it kind of keeps everything all safe. So I don't know if that's even just copying this size structure over one more time. Let's see. I don't want it lined up. Probably like here. And then do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, let's do 5. Although that's going to be pretty small, because then if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait, no. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. How does that feel? I don't know. It just feels a little too small. I think it's okay to have these two matching in size. I think that's all right. I'm gonna go for a 7 by 9 again. And I think that will sort of round it out a little bit more. So let's clear this. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. This is looking good. Yeah, this is looking great. I like this. So next up is to kind of think out the wall situation. And I do not need this to be, you know, straight rectilinear walls around it. And I'm going to include the structures themselves into the walls. So the walls are going to kind of come out from the structures, if that makes any sense. So, and I think just for the sake of really kind of forging ahead on this bad boy, I'm going to actually put in the walls with the blocks that they're supposed to be made of. So that one out. How does that look? Hey, yeah, that's perfect. Because it's not, no part of it is like perfect. It's all kind of just laid down where it needs to be, and it's the perfect size too. I think that's exactly how big it should be. If it was any bigger, it would really dwarf everything that's going on in the valley. I think it's feeling pretty good proportionally, and yeah, so I guess we can just fire away on getting building with this. I'd say we start with the structures and then put the walls up after. So let me gonna need some barrels, so let me get some barrels going. You know what I just realized? I can't use barrels for this build. Because if I use barrels, the villagers are gonna attach to them for job blocks, and they're gonna all turn into fishermen. So, all right, challenge accepted. No barrels for this build. That's gonna be an interesting one. Let's just get some oak out then, and let's just put in the beams, just so that way we know where these are going. All right, how we looking? How we looking? Looking fresh. Look at that. That looks awesome. So my idea for the tower is to do something similar that I did on the storage house, just all stone instead of having supports on it. So I think that's going to look really nice. So yeah, I think we're looking fresh. I think now we just need to get the base layers of all these in. I'm thinking stone for each base, and then I think I want to play with what I want on each top. I don't want it to be all the same. I loved the way the diorite looked, and maybe we'll incorporate some of that. I'm also not opposed to, I haven't really used granite in a while, and I would not be opposed to getting some granite in here. I think I want to give each building a different characteristic. So maybe like this one will be wood, this one will be granite, and this one will be diorite or something. So we're going to feel that out as we're building it. But let me get the base of all these. Oops, I forgot to put that block in. Let me get the base of all these buildings in place, so that way we can know where we're going from there. All right, so it's kind of hard to see right now because it's raining, but we've got all three of our bases all constructed here, and I think they look pretty good. I like, I don't know how I the distribution thing always gets a little off for me when I'm overthinking it and like trying to do a gradient up. I mean, I definitely didn't use any mossy cobble higher up, but I don't know if I was super successful with getting it to look like it's more polished and clean at the top. I mean, it kind of does. I don't know. Maybe if I had integrated some cobblestone into it as well, it could have been a little bit more successful. But I definitely don't think they're bad. They just, I don't know if they're exactly telling the story I was trying to tell, with the sort of weathered on the bottom and more clean on the top. But it's all good. So now we need to start thinking about what character each structure is going to have. Also, I need to do this tower, which I'm not sure if I want to. I think I might want to wait until I have the rest of this structure built, and then I'll know how high to bring the tower. So I think that's going to have to be, after a little bit. So why don't we start with the smaller ones, and then we can move on to the bigger ones. I'm thinking for one of these, I'm thinking these two can be the stone variant. So one of these is diorite, and one of these is granite. So that's one thing I did not grab, and I might need to go get. So let's check and see how much of each we have. Let's throw down all this stone stuff, though, because we're good on it for right now. And we'll keep the logs on us. So let's check to see how much granite and diorite we have. All right, we definitely have plenty of granite. We have a decent amount of diorite too, so let's just grab it all, because why not? In fact, let's just grab that last piece of polished andesite too. Okay. I mean, these aren't huge builds. I guess the main question I have, oh, you know what would look really good actually? Here, okay, let's put these guys back down. Put these down. And then it's bricks. Bricks would look really good with the granite palette. So, and I know I have about 100 kajillion tons of it. I also, you know what I just remembered? I also have, well, I guess I don't have a ton of it. I have a decent amount of clay though, and I could do terracotta. I don't want to get into that and then realize that I don't have enough clay. Also, I just realized too, I have a silk touch shovel. So if I silk touch this, it's just going to break as the block, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to need to make a shovel and dig all this up. And I guess I can make another diamond. I have more diamonds right now than I do have iron, so I might as well make another diamond shovel just for not silk touching stuff. And then we'll get some of this into clay balls, and then we'll smelt that up for some bricks. All right, we got some wool. I think 45 is probably more than enough, considering if I use it how I did in the mining outpost, it's really not going to take that much. So let's grab the diorite. Let's polish a little bit more of this up. Let's just do this stack. Perfect. And we can put down the shovel. We don't need that. And the, whoops. And the stone. Maybe grab a few more logs. So I know I just said it. I don't remember which one. The mining outpost is pretty close to that one. So let's do this one as granite, and let's do this one as diorite. So let's get going on that. All right, how we looking? How we looking? Looking good. Yeah, looking great, actually. That looks fantastic. These sides are going to definitely need some windows. There's going to have to be something done here. It might even be just like a mini overhang that intersects with the wall or something. I'm not sure, you know, because these are awful flat. So, you know, and it could just be like, you know, barrel piles and leaves, you know, just to kind of give them something there. So that'll be a nice little addition. The roof shape's going to be a little bit funky on this one, which is great. I love it. This guy, I want to do something different. I don't want to do this center piece. I'm thinking maybe of pushing it out on one side as opposed to doing it on just the just the middle. So let me play with what that will look like. Okay, all right, so we got the main structure of this done. I still need to put this third story on, but just to kind of give a quick look around. I know I didn't put beams on this one. It felt awkward to throw a beam right here, right next to another beam. That felt sort of strange to me. And the idea for me was possibly putting trapdoors along here to kind of close it in, and then obviously it's going to have a roof. I also know that this window's very wide. I kind of have an idea for how I want that to come out, but we'll see if it works. But yeah, so the next part is definitely going to be throwing on that third story, and then I guess we can get started on this bad boy, this big guy, and probably want to just bang out the tower and then do the second floor, or do the second floor and then bang out the tower, actually. So, all right, we'll keep plugging away. Okay, okay. So this guy is pretty much done. Really like him. I think he came out super fun and just kind of something else altogether. So this is looking good. You know, that side's super flat, but that's okay. You know, like we can live with a flat side. It's easier to dress that up. You know, this he's a little plain on both sides, but I think that's going to be fine. I decided to I kind of had to throw the roof on this one to see where all the lines met up with this tower. So that's all set. I might as well, while I'm at it, just throw the roof on this guy so that way he's all set too. And then we'll get forging ahead on that one. All right, so we got a roof on this bad boy too. I think this looks so good so far. I think we're really cooking. We're feeling fresh. It feels so like I don't know. It's exactly what I wanted it to feel like, which is like kind of a town square, but also more secure. And I think it's going to be a great spot to keep some villagers, especially because I'm definitely going to gate this off. Like, this is going to be sealed, so the villagers aren't going to be able to get out. And I'm like totally fine with them being maybe a little bit more free roaming. Like, I think some of the more important ones, like the book traders and everything, I might lock in this building. But if we have like a mason or a stick trade or something like that, I think having them just kind of being able to wander around out here is totally fine. So that's going to be really fun. It's going to add a lot of life to that area. So, all right, now we got to start thinking about this guy. And I think, I mean, I'm not even 100% sure what to do. I do want to get the second level of this part done before I start with the tower, just so that way I know how high to go with it. So I'm gonna sort of play with some designs for that, and then we will see where we land. Okay, so we've got the second floor. Well, actually, we don't have the second floor entirely done. I need to do this section. I'm really like feeling kind of just this being blank. I'm also thinking about maybe throwing a door, like a little entryway here, just so that way if you're on this side, you don't have to go running all the way around. I think that could be very useful and add a little bit of shape to that side of the build. So I think I'm going to do that really quick. But I was thinking about for the inside of this section doing so I got some copper and I got some acacia wood, and I think they might all pair nicely together, and it's just one more color for the palette, kind of something different than the granite and bricks or the diorite and wool. I think that'll kind of be something a little fresh. So I'm gonna throw on my door and kind of keep forging ahead with this one. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Ooh, funky. I like it. I think that's... Oh, you know what I just realized, though? That stuff is gonna oxidize, isn't it? Huh. I wonder how that's gonna look. I think we're gonna leave it for now, and maybe we'll run around to some bees nests and grab some honey and wax those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna need 8 bits of wax, but I think for the time being it's fine. You know, I'm curious because I put some copper over here. Okay, it did finally oxidize because I had a pile of copper here. This pile of copper that took like months, in-game months to finally oxidize. It was absurd how long it took. So I don't know why. I have no idea why it took so long, but it did. So let's get some torches in here. And I say let's get the tower finished off. All right, let's see how much height this bad boy's got. Ooh, oh, look at that. That is funky fresh. I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's good because it's gonna have, I am gonna give it a rather pointy sort of spire roof to it. So I think we're good height-wise. I don't want to go so high that it feels, you know, like off balance. So we're good on the tower bit, and now we just need to put a roof on it and put a roof on this guy. I think it's pretty good. The only edit I think I want to make are two things. One, it needs a stone wall and a fence up top. And then I think I might change out these slabs. I might even just take out those slabs altogether. And I think it's going to feel a lot less heavy at the base. So let me do those edits really quick. Oh, so much better. Okay, I still need to get the supports off the other sides, but that is good. I mean, that is solid. I think we're all set on that. So, I might actually, I know I just said I'm good, but I might change these blocks out with stairs, and then I think we're good to go. So, let me do that. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. And I love that it has a slightly different shape than this one and a slightly different shape than this one. So all my towers, and definitely a different shape than that one. So all my towers kind of have a unique character to them. So perfect. All right. I mean, I think the next thing to do is to build up the walls around this, but I think let me check because I think we might be running a little low on... Whoa, that's a lot of scaffolding. I think we might be running a little low on some of the materials we need for that, specifically stone bricks, I think. Yeah, we only have like 7 stone bricks and got plenty of smooth stone, although I don't know if that's enough. So we got to get some stone basically because we got plenty of andesite too, and smelt that up And then we should be cooking. We should be feeling pretty fresh. So let me put all this stuff down. And I'm going to go get some stone and smelt it up. And then we'll forge ahead on getting those walls all up. I'm running by it and I'm just freaking loving it. I think it looks so good. It's such a nice addition, and I think the placement was just perfect because it's not like overpowering. This space between it and the rest of my builds is great, and then I'll be able to wind a path this way on this level, and I think I'll be able to fit some builds along here so that way it kind of feels fully surrounded. It's definitely time to like build up the rest around the valley. I think this area here is well developed, so I think we need to really start expanding our operation a little bit. So fantastic, fantastic. Let's smelt up some stone now. I figure while we're waiting for that to smelt up, we can get some interiors kind of going for these guys. So let me, oh, I can get rid of you. Whoops. Wow, that was, I'd never mined a block that fast in my life. That was absurd. Barely even touched it. Okay, let's get a floor in here. Oh, I never put a roof on that. All right, I'll get to that. Trying to decide what to do up here. I mean, it's like kind of awkward because if it was all one level, I could just throw across a roof, or a ceiling, but because it's got this bit, and that's going to be kind of the case in all of them. So I think we're not going to deal with that right now. That's an interior detailing thing, and I honestly don't know that we'll even get to that today. I just wanted to get sort of the basics in place, like the floors and the second levels. Beautiful. All right, they all have floors in them now, and those are all set. I got a staircase up to that part, so now you can get to the second level of that one. Trying to think about staircases in here. I'm wondering if I should just slap it along this wall. Or maybe it should go along this wall, because that's where the tower is. Let's grab some stairs. Yeah, that's perfect. Awesome. All right, and we're up to our second level. And on this one, we might be able to get roof or a ceiling in here. What does that look like from the outside? Does that need to be that high? I don't know that it does. Well, even if it is that high, trying to think here. 1, 2, 3. It would be on this level. So that is going to interact with the way the ceiling is. But I think that's fixable. Beautiful. Yeah, if we just put a block there, because like it's not the end of the world. That doesn't need to go that high, I think. I think that's like a little awkward. I mean, it's nice that it's such a tall window, but when you consider the fact that the rest of the windows on it are only 2 high, I think having a 3 high window sort of throws it off. So we can fill that in really quick. You know what? Let's do what I was planning on doing with this now. Oh, can you not make polished? Oh, okay. What about bricks? Do bricks have a wall variant? I don't remember. They do. Cool. I was kind of thinking something like that with glass in the middle. I think the glass will connect to that. I want to say it will, but I'm not 100% sure. I wonder actually if... Oops, I keep doing that. I wonder if I actually... No, because then it won't line up right. No, no, no. We're just going to leave that. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's knock out some more windows on these bad boys. I don't know that I can really get any more windows on this front area. I think that's pretty much the best I can do with that one. But I can throw up a window here. And... Or do we do them here and here? How does that look? Looks a little funky. I mean, honestly, that wall could take 3 windows. That weird? Does that look weird? No, that looks fine. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. Now, I don't want to overdo it with the windows. So maybe for this particular wall, we just do one there and one there. I think we can make that work. If anything, we should just move them both in by 1 and it'll look a little bit more even. There we go. Yep, that's perfect. That looks great. And then this guy is good because he's got that window there. I think that's all set. Now this guy... Oh, we never put a second floor, or we never built up to the second floor on this one. Probably... I mean, if it actually... We can throw that back down. If it's the same size as the other one, we should be able to fit a staircase in here. Ow. Although, that's fine. Yeah. Or is it? I'm not sold. Not sold on it. Think I have an idea though. What if we did something like that? And then this. And then that. So we can start a little bit higher. We're gonna have to take this whole side out, aren't we? Much better. No, that's way better. So cool. All right. So we got staircases up to all our second floors. We're good there. What is this roof or the ceiling situation on this one? Ah, this is totally doable. Let's throw a ceiling in here. Perfect. It's literally perfect. Okay. So the only one we don't have like a decent ceiling on is this one. And then this one's a little awkward because this second floor is like this kind of hodgepodge thing. I'm okay with it just sort of being aesthetic though. Like there's nothing, I'm never going to be able to get a villager all the way up there. So there's no way to like do anything in there anyways. So I think that's okay. I'd love to clean up the roof or the ceiling in this one, but I'm not sure. The only thing I can think of is to do upside down spruce stairs all along it, which it's going to be kind of a chore to do that, I guess. Well, wait. No, I could do a ceiling in here pretty easy too. I don't know why I overthought that. Here. Awesome. Awesome sauce. We're good there. My God. My word. I mean, just look at the progress that we've made today. This is absurd how much we built. I mean, we did 3 full structures, one of which is pretty big. In fact, this one's pretty, whoa. This one's pretty hefty too, you know, with the whole tower situation on it. So now we just need to get the wall in place, and I was kind of thinking about going about it the same way I did the stone walls around the gardens, doing kind of like these varying heights and everything. I think no matter what, everywhere it's going to be at least 4 high. But in some areas, I'm going to have it just go a little bit higher with some slabs or some stairs on top. And then I'm going to sort of encircle it with some like what's supposed to look like, you know, it's been crumbling and it's got some piles around it. So okay, let's get going on that. All right, how we looking? Oh, it's awesome. It's great. Oops, I forgot to put some texturing or some height differences on that side. But oh, and I need to put the freaking ceiling on or the roof on that. But this looks so good. Oh, I can't wait to get some little details in here and there, and then it's gonna really look good. It's gonna freaking pop. Okay, so let's get these guys all set. Nice. That's got its roof on it. I mean, my gosh. My gosh. I am feeling so good about this. This is feeling so like fleshed out and just amazing. I think we just need to get some details on the walls now, and we need to detail the outsides of these builds, and we could be looking good for this. All right, how's that look? How does that look? That looks pretty good. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That feels nice and kind of like it blends in a little bit more. It's not just this stark thing rising out of the ground. There's some sort of variation to it, and it feels a little bit more aged and weathered. So let's get up on top of these and throw down some more slabs and stairs. All right, all right. Nice. Look at that. Oh, this feels so cool. Oh my god. I could not be happier with this. All right. All right. And then let's get some fences in place. Oh yeah. Yep. That totally makes it. That just adds this just that little bit of like ad hoc kind of, there's a little bit of brown sort of popping against all that gray, and it feels like, maybe these are supports from the wall that are starting to become exposed as they're weathered. I'm not going to do as much aging on the inside. In fact, I don't think I'm going to do any of this kind of piling up around the inside, because the idea, like the story sort of in my head, is that, you know, maybe the outside's gotten a little weathered and crumbled, but on the inside, like there are villagers living in here. When they see the wall crumbling in, they're gonna clean it up, and it's not gonna make as much of a mess on the inside. So I think I'm gonna leave it pretty clean on the inside. I might sneak in a few fences here and there, and I think I gotta make some more. But I think we're looking pretty good for the wall. Might get some leaves to quickly dress it up a little bit. So I just threw up this little archway here too, to kind of give it like an entrance. And I'm realizing now, as I'm finishing up this build, that it's basically a prison. I've made a prison for villagers. It's gonna be, it's a nicer prison than I feel like most people do for villagers, though, considering people just like lock them in one by one rooms and leave them there forever. And I'm probably gonna do some of that in here, but yeah, it's a prison, so. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. But let's get to some detailing on these bad boys, right? Like let's throw up some, let's put some glass and some windows. Let's put some doors down. Let's get some trap doors up and some gates and stuff. So I think Well, I just ran away from it, but I think we might be good on all our overall building supplies. You know, we'll probably still need some fences and some walls and stuff. Didn't use any of the dark oak, so that was fun. I don't know why. I don't know. It just ended up not being part of it, which is fine. You know, it's gonna make its way into other builds, so I'm not terribly torn up about it. I mean, maybe we can put some dark oak accents around, so that could be fun. So let me sleep, and we'll leave the dark oak in there. But I think, let me look at what's in those chests, and let me eat quickly. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like besides like slabs and little bits and bobs like that, I really do think we are pretty much done with the overall blocks that we need here. So I only needed to stop and gather stuff once too, which is pretty good considering the size of this build. I think now, let's see, I think we just got to get some gates and some fences, and let's grab some glass. Get that closed. And I'm feeling some white stained glass. I think that's gonna look really fresh. I'm gonna go with that. Oh, well, I forgot all the other stuff. We're gonna want some leaves. We're gonna want some, ooh, wow, okay. We're gonna want some, geez, probably some fences and trapdoors. Do we have any other, nothing in there. Nothing really in there. We got some lanterns, which we are desperately needing. I think that's everything that we can gather from in here. So I guess everything else we're gonna have to craft. Oh. Alright, let's grab some spruce. Well, let's actually grab some dark oak too. And let's make some dark oak wood. And let me think about this for a minute. Did we grab? We do have the doors, which is good. Let's make some dark oak stairs. Make some dark oak slabs. Probably gonna want some more regular oak fences. I have so many sticks back in my storage area. Let me grab those. Let's make some dark oak trapdoors. Let's make some spruce trapdoors too while we're at it. And some, oh, gotta run back one more time. Luckily this is close to my base, so this is easy stuff. Some dark, let's just burn all that dark oak wood. Stairs, slabs, blocks, trapdoors. We got some spruce trapdoors. We got some oak trapdoors. We got some oak fences. And last but not least, let's get some. I think I probably have some. Yeah, deep slate tile walls. Okay. So this window first needs glass, which I'm hoping this works. Yeah, it does. Look at that. There we go. That looks pretty good. Not totally sold on the gates up there, but this window really doesn't need much because it's already got this kind of cool definition from the walls, sort of setting it back a little bit. So I think that's good. You know, one thing I do want to do that's going to be a little tricky in some spots is I wanted to throw, because I don't have barrels. I mean, I don't know if it even needs that. I mean, it does add a little something, so I think we're going to leave those for now. Let's get inside of here. Can we see? That has no windows, which is a little bleak. If we knock that out, is that a decent spot for a window? I think we could go one lower with it though. I think that's okay. I'm not in love with the way it's sort of off balance there. I mean, we could knock that out too. That's worse. That's weird. What if we did that? That's a little better actually. Yeah. Let's do that. And then for the doorway, are villagers going to be able to get under that though? I think they will, because it's not like there's a trapdoor here. So I think that's okay. I think that's pretty cute. I'm okay with that. Let's throw some glass in here. And then just super simple trapdoor. Gate. Perfect. Just a little something, and then just a little tuft of leaves. Nice. Now we could squeeze a window in on this side too, but I wouldn't want to do it too high either. Wait, how does that look placement wise? Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, either way it's gonna be off center from where that wall intersects with the other wall. So I think we're good with it there. And we can throw some of this stuff on it. Perfect. And a little tuft of leaves. Don't even think it needs that one. Yeah. Good. And then I think it could be perfectly fine with just a slab. Yeah. Yep. That's good. I never punched out windows on this guy. Here, wait. Let's throw a little. Oh, I need some spruce slabs. I don't know. Do I do my overhangs out of dark oak for this guy? Yeah. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. And we'll throw a little tuft of leaves right here. Stretch it out a little bit. There we go. Good. Now, we could put some windows on this side too. What would be even? This one. And this one. How does that look from the other side? I like it. I think that's well lined up. Glass. Trapdoor. Gate. Whoops. Gate. Oh, we're really sort of playing with fire today. What are we doing? I'm not sure. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. And then for this, why don't we throw a little something like that? No. What about even just underneath each one? Yeah. Yeah, okay. All right. And then let's just mirror what we did on the other side here. Cute. Feeling super cute. Loving that. Alright, and then let's punch out some windows. These guys could have windows in them. There's no reason why there's no windows here. Yeah, I think one on either side is fine. I don't want to double it up because then there's just going to be like windows everywhere and that's going to be a little too much. So for these, what if we do the classic, that guy? God, I feel like it's rained so much in this episode. It's a bit, there's a lot going on. And then let's throw some glass in there. Let's do, whoa, no. Do that guy. That guy. And oh, I already got him on me. Oh. Yeah, I think that's good. It's different than what's going on here because it's got the trapdoor situation and these don't go down as far. So I think that's good. And then we can just mirror that on the other side too. How's this guy looking? Oh, so cute. Oh my god, it's perfect. I think I want some leaves back here though too. And we're going to put leaves all around this thing. But just for the sake of feeling like this particular piece is done, I think just a little tuft there. And a little tuft here. Good, good, good. Okay. Oh yeah, this is already starting to oxidize. I don't know. I might just let it go and see. You know, it could be kind of cool. I don't know. All right. Now on this side, can't really do much with this window. And I'm almost wondering if we should just fill it in because, you know, what is it doing, you know? And if we do that, then it should be, this window should be here. I think we're gonna let it ride for a minute. Yeah, that's all right. I think I'm not gonna overthink that. And then this guy. I mean, it could be really simple. I think I say that every time. It can be so simple, and then I end up way overdoing it. I don't know. Is it gonna be like really offensive that there's no gate there? It kind of is, honestly. What if I just get rid of the gate on this one? Ow. I mean, maybe it's just because I've trained myself to feel like if whenever I put a trapdoor like that, I need a gate underneath it because it feels like it looks weird. But I'm not going to be able to do that on this one. That's just not possible. Let's let it ride for a minute. This is less jarring to me. I like that. Really not in love with what's going on up there, but yeah, let's let it ride for a minute. These guys are also going to be kind of funky because of the way the wall intersects with it. I can't really put anything underneath them. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, that looks so much better. Okay. Good on that. And maybe just a little pile of leaves there. Good to go. Good to go. Let's get the front of this bad boy. First, let's throw a door here. Well, this is going to have to be an iron door, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to have to be an iron door. So let's not mess with that right now. I don't have any iron, too. I'm going to have to figure out what to do with that. Nice. All right. That's cool. I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that. And then here might be kind of a good spot for just some greenery. Alrighty. I'm like, my brain is like, something needs to go here, but I'm gonna resist the urge to do that. I'm actually gonna get rid of those. You gotta villager proof it, and I feel like villagers are gonna climb up this and get themselves hurt. I mean, it's not ideal, but that's something. I might get rid of that. But it's a little bit of leaves. Let me just make sure I didn't make any ways to get out. Okay, that's good. That's fine. That you can't get out through. How about this one? No, you couldn't get out through that either. Yeah, okay, good. All right. I might want to get some leaves on this. All right. All right. I think that's good. I'm not going to, again, I don't want it to be as overgrown. Whoa. Oh, God. God, I am really playing with fire today. Yeah, that's good, actually. That's perfect. I might need to do some more on the other side, but I think that is good for right now on this side. I think I'm going to put an iron door here too, because this is going to be where I put all of my important trades. So I don't want the villagers just sort of wandering in here and messing stuff up. So I'm not going to worry about a door on that right now either. But this guy, these are going to be like the free roaming houses. Like if you're not a super important trade or if you're a breeding villager, you can kind of hang out in these two houses and have free reign. So we could put a window right here. Something about having the two high windows on the first floor just like messes with me. Yeah, I think it's just these one high windows on the first floor make more sense, like the 1x1s. Let's throw that in there. And then we'll keep this one super simple too. I swear I had them. There they are. I didn't punch out any windows on any of these. All right, the stairs are there, so there's no windows there. That's just not happening. Windows can go in here though. Let's do it from the other side because that might give me better sight lines as to where these guys should be. We could line it up with that. It just feels a little odd though. What about these? How does that feel? I'm okay with that. And actually, we're going to put leaves here, so let's do away with these. I didn't do this on any other ones, too. I kind of have been forgetting to do that, and, you know, the no barrels thing, like, it's not the end of the world. I think we'll survive. So, all right. Yeah, it's just too much. I don't know why I keep trying that, expecting it to work. I think it just needs some leaves. All right. All right, we're good. Yeah, we're good. That feels nice and fresh. And now a window can go there. Let's get that in place. Grab that too. Plenty of windows here too. I could, right? I could put some there. I mean, it's kind of begging for a window actually. So, right there. Okay. Get glass in all these. Great. Yeah, okay. I got confused if that was in the center because this beam is exposed and that beam isn't, but that's that is centered. Okay. And that guy, I really am not going to overcomplicate. I really think he just needs a like a little windowsill thing. I know that's not what they're called. I think we discussed that I have no idea what these are called, but that's the convention that I'm going with. Perfect. Yep, that's all that needs. That's good. Okay. Now this side could use some work, especially like what I did on there where I kind of put like a trim, but it's got to be sort of different. I think like there with that. I don't know if that's going to be it. I think it actually will work once I put some stuff here. And this guy could really be that classic shape, the upside down stair, the slabs, and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. That's perfect. That's good stuff. Awesome. All right. And then we could do like a baby overhang here. Like, I'm not even thinking a full one. Or, well, it's always got to be at least 3 blocks wide or long. Otherwise, it doesn't match up. Well, it actually doesn't, right? Because I could just do that and then throw this down. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. I know we're doing the same thing over here too, but it's just slightly different because it's a little shorter. So cool. All right, that's good. What else needs work on this? These windows. I think that might be it, actually. I mean, these feel so good. This looks great. This looks really good. This is feeling good. Yeah, that feels great. The only edit I might do is change out these fences with dark oak because I kind of started doing that. If it was on oak, like oak on oak, I sort of changed it out with dark oak. So that might be a change, or that's going to be a change I make. And I wonder if the move is to maybe not do that on all these windows. Like maybe do that up here too, but then on these two, just do like a really simple awning or something. That's kind of cool. I like that it's not like the same thing over and over again. If there was 4 of these, it would be a bit much, but because it's this and then this, and we get a little bit more of the actual build behind it, it doesn't feel as heavy. So I think we're good with that. Yeah. All right. And then perhaps some leaves. Still can't get out. All right, let's get some leaves going. And then the other thing that should happen here is I was thinking for in this area, we would do classic grass paths. Yeah, that's great. That's perfect. It feels very villager because the villagers always have the grass paths, so perfect. Love it. This looks so cute. Here, wait, let's give it a woof. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, we need to get some more leaves. Ooh, do I do something with up here? I don't know. Can I fit a window in there? Where is that? Not really. I mean, we could fit a window in there, but does it need a window there? It's an excellent question. Okay, well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna grab some leaves. Let me get some shears going. Oh, I was waiting for you guys. I don't know that I've seen one of you all episode. My God, maybe no. I think there was one earlier. I record these like over the course of 2 days, so I think I may have gotten some of you earlier. But where are you? Where's your buddy? Come on, it's never just the two of you. There's always one. Is one of my cows free? Oh no. Okay. Where is he? Was it really just the two of them? I feel like that's never the deal. Also, this is so freaking cute. I just can't handle it. I'm like a little perturbed that there's like nothing there. I really don't know what to put there though. I think we're gonna like I said, I think we're just gonna let it ride. I'm gonna grab some. I think I've got some shears in here. I'm trying not to. I don't think. Well, let's check. I don't think I have too much. Oh, I know I don't have that much iron left. Yeah, I literally have 3 pieces of iron. Well, here. Okay, so we'll turn one of those into iron. Put the rest of that back, and we can get ourselves a pair of shears. All right, I'm gonna grab some leaves. This feels so good. I can't believe. I'm surprised that I got this much done in 1 day. It's just, it's 3 different builds, a wall, all the detailing on all the builds. I mean, this episode, I mean, I have been recording for probably 4, almost 5 hours now, so it was a while of recording, but just to get all this done, I mean, I don't even know what to call this thing too. I don't know if it's like a garrison or a fort or an encampment or something. I don't know what it is, you know, but it's super cute. Even though I was calling it a prison earlier, it certainly doesn't look like one, or it's the coziest, most cottagecore prison that's ever existed. So I think these villagers are going to be quite happy with their new digs. Moving them in here is going to be a project for another day. I just don't have it in me right now to mess with that right now. So we're gonna get done, you know, a little bit more detailing, and then I think that's gonna be it. But once we get villagers in here, it's gonna feel so good. Okay, let's get some more leaves going up this bad boy. There we go. That's good. That's perfect. I don't want to go. I'm not going to go any heavier with that. I know I said I wasn't going to do more, and then I ended up doing more anyways. So, all right. All right. I think the last thing I want to do is just get some coarse dirt in around these paths. Just to sort of make it feel a little bit more lived in. All right, guys. I think we are done. I could keep messing with little details, but honestly, all the detailing I think is pretty good. Some of it's pretty simple, some of it's a little more ornate. I didn't want to go too crazy with it. And then, the pathing and everything I think looks good. I might throw a tree or two in here. I don't know. That's a detailing day thing. I'm not gonna mess with that. But it feels so fresh. It feels so good. It's definitely more than enough space for the volume of villagers that I'm going to be working with. So I think that's perfect. And I guess now the only other thing that we've got to do is get the villagers over here. But again, that's another day. That's not happening today. Sorry. So awesome, awesome stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining in and doing this little adventure with me today. We got a ton done. We've got that building over there, the sugarcane farm, all set, which is really great. It's not perfect, but it works. And then we've got this insane build all set today, which is really awesome to have done. I'm so happy with, the placement and the size and the way everything looks. I think it really could not have come out any better, and I just cannot wait to get some villagers in here so that way we can sort of see it come to life and see it, function, as it should, be used for its purpose. So I think our newcomer's feeling really good. He's finally got a place for some friends to live. He's got a nice secure place so that way they're nice and safe. He's using his abilities and the things he's learned about this world to build safe places for some people to live near him instead of having to run all the way over there to go visit them. So awesome. All right. Well, that's the wrong one. Have a lovely day. Have a good week. And I will see you guys in the next one.